Hi guys, thank you for tuning in back to Beauty and Rarity. This is actually my beauty channel, not Beauty and Babies channel. But my daughter decided to make a guest appearance for the intro. Today's look is just this bronzy gold look here with this red lip. To just look, it fits our leopard theme going on for today. So if you're interested, please keep watching. It's actually going to be a voiceover video. And again, this look is good for the summertime and it's good for leopard print. But if you're interested, stay tuned. Tell them to watch my mommy. Tell them subscribe. Tell them hit the bell in the corner so that you have an alert every time mommy posts. Do you want to tell them that? Thank you for watching, guys. Bye-bye. So here I'm just showing you that I'm using the same Dior mirror as well as this Jessie Girl's eyelid primer just to prep my lids for any of the shadow that I will be putting on in this video. So that's what I'm doing here. And then again, I'm trying to just configure everything on the computer because if you don't know, I'm using the webcam. So I'm going to go back and forth from looking at this Dior mirror to looking at the actual computer screen to make sure that I am in focus and that you can see what I am doing. So that's what I'm doing here. Again, this Jessie Girl eyelid primer I got from Rite Aid. It was very inexpensive and it does do the job. So if you're interested, go to Rite Aid, pick up some Jessie Girl's products. They're very, very good, guys. Alright, so it looks like I'm just looking for what I wanted to do. If I have the right palette, I'm using this Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette here. And it's a pan of 9 shadows. I'm showing you I'm going to use that pale beigey color all over the lid as a lid priming color, I guess, like a base color. So that's what I'm doing here. And then if I didn't already mention off camera, I did go ahead and put on my brows. I always do that. And then I actually did prep my face, meaning I put moisturizer on and did I believe I actually used primer as well. I'm not sure, but we'll go ahead and see if I use it before I put on the foundation. So once you put that pale beige color all over the lid, now I'm contemplating on what to do next or which brush I'm going to use next. I'm going ahead and going to take this MAC, I believe that's Red Brick, single pan eyeshadow, and I'm going to put that in my crease area with my fluffy brush. And I think that's a Sonia Kashuk brush from Target. So that's what I'm going to do here. You can do sweeping motions. You'll see me pat and use swirling motions just to make sure that crease color is blended perfectly. However you want to say it, whatever the verbiage you want to use, just do it. Sweep, 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 pat, 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 blend, blend, blend. It was very bright this day. So there I'm trying to make sure that you can see what I'm doing or how much color I do have in the lid. And you're probably not going to see it because I'm getting washed out from all of that sun that came into my house that day. But yeah, just keep going. You can keep adding. You can keep blending. It is a desired look. You do not have to follow these steps to the T. It's whatever actually fits your mood. I made sure that the red brick did show a little bit more because I wanted that red tone to actually peep through so that I matched the lipstick and it matched the leopard. Here I'm taking an eyeshadow quad from MAC. It was very, very old. I don't even know what this is called. One is a more orangey toned and one is a very, very brown tone. I'm using the brown tone. I'm going to put it inside the crease, so like exactly in the crease area to give me more of a smoked out look. That's what I'm doing here. And I'm probably just removing any of them like loose hairs that was coming on to my lid. So you can see it now, the red, and then that brown counteracts that red to give me a more smoky type of look. And it looks really, really pretty. But again, use tones that fit your skin tone or use colors that fit your skin tone. I guess that's the better way to put it. And again, it's a desired look. So blend however you want. If you want that red to peep through more, use more red brick. If you want that brown to show more and you want it to be more smoky, you can use a darker brown, you can use a black, or you can just use more of that color and pack it into that crease area. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm making sure both sides look even, fixing my hair, making everything look good. And again, see, I went back into that same fluffy brush that I used prior with that red brick color because that red brick, I was losing that red brick color because I was putting on too much brown. So you keep going back and forth until, the look is exactly what you want. Again, it's an acquired look. You do not have to follow me to a T. Do not do that, because if it comes out wrong, if it comes out not matching your skin tone, do not blame me. So make sure that everything you do when you try to follow these makeup tutorials, you're doing it because it looks right on you. So I'm going back into that Huda Beauty palette. I'm taking the darkest brown in the corner, and I'm going to pack that even more so on the outer V area. And that's what's going to give me that really, really smoky look right there. I don't typically like to use blacks. I'll use the darkest, deepest brown that I can find, and that gives me the desired look because it actually looks good on my skin tone. Very seldom do I use black eyeshadows, only if I'm really doing a smoky look. But this was not smoky. This was more of a gold, I don't know, gold transitional look that I was going for here. So that's what I was doing. I'm gonna blend, because sometimes that dark in the Huda Beauty palette is very, very intense. Glitter goes a long way, and I packed it on. So now I'm telling you to focus on the lid. This is where we're going to use the actual glitter glue, and we're going to use a loose glitter that I got from this store in Atlanta. It was actually one of those custom shops. I'm telling you to either use Justila mixing medium, or you can use a setting spray. I showed the e.l.f. illuminating spray. Whatever you have to do to wet your brush, pack on that glitter onto the brush. Use a very stiff brush, preferably a silicone brush. I think that's what they're called. They're more silicone and stiff. I think it's silicone. But yes, use any brush that's gonna, pick up that glitter well and not actually get a lot of fallout. Mixing mediums help with that as well, and so do any type of moistness on the brush will help you. But yes, prime your lid. Make sure the brush you have is the correct brush. And sometimes you can use one of those little metal palettes as well. And you can use your finger like I'm doing so here, just to make sure that I am actually wetting the part of the lid that I want the glitter to adhere to. Because if you don't, the glitter will be everywhere. It'll be in your crease, it'll be in your brows, wherever it wants to fall, it's going to be. So you see here, I picked up a brush. This is one of the Urban Decay brushes that came with one of the palettes. I got that gold bronzy glitter, and I'm going to start packing it onto my lid wherever I put that Stila medium at. So that's what I'm doing here, guys. Just keep packing. I wish you could actually see the amount of glitter and glimmer that actually was on that day. It was so pretty, but again, that sun was washing me out so bad. But yes, just do exactly what you do to the left lid, to the right lid, or vice versa, whatever works for you. Just make sure that they are sisters. If you can't make them twins, make sure they're sisters. Make sure they look a lot alike. You want both lids to actually look alike. You don't want one of your lids to look perfect and the other one to look like crap. So that's what I'm making sure here, that I blend correctly and add correctly as well. So I'm still adding, I think I added a gold and a bronze glitter to give me some more dimension. So that's what I'm doing here. I do apologize that I didn't show both glitters that I used, but if you know glitters, they're very, very messy. So me putting up to the camera or me trying to tilt it would have been disastrous. So yes, keep doing that. If you notice I didn't get too much fallout, or some of the glitter did not even go into my crease, and that's exactly what you want. You want to make sure that you put that adhesive glue or whatever you're using to pack on that glitter exactly where you want it, and use a stiff brush and use proper placement motions or proper placement strokes so that you're not going to get it everywhere, because glitter in the crease is really not a wave. That's not a vibe. It's not cute, or it's just not what I was going for here. So as well as I didn't put on my foundation because I thought that I was going to get excessive amount of fallout. So yes, now I'm going back to my crease, making sure the red color and the brown color is still there, intensifying a little bit more now that I put the glitter on, and just to see the desired look that I was going for by continuing to add, blend, pack, add, blend, whatever you have to do to make it work. Alright, so now I'm taking this NYX glitter liner, and I'm going to add it on my bottom lash line just for some more drama. You do not have to do this step. This is optional. I just loved glitter this day, apparently. In this glitter liner, I did not use often. It is not that intense, but it does do the job. If you can tell, you can see that you know, that nice shine underneath my lash line, and it's very pretty actually. Now I'm showing you that I'm just going to blend out the glitter liner and add some more drama by adding some of the colors that I added to my crease. The same brown, that same red color, just to smoke out the lash line. So I did lose a little bit of the glitter, but I'm adding more drama and trying to smoke out the bottom as well. Again, all these steps are optional. Now I'm taking a regular black liner and I'm gonna line my waterline here. This is very hard to do when you're not looking at a camera or if you're not holding down the eyelid. Please do not poke your eyeball. It will not be fun. So yes, I'm just taking a black liner. I'm just going to water my waterline. If you can tell there, you can see the difference. You can add brown, nude, whatever you want to add to the waterline as well. Everything is optional. Now I'm taking this matte gel consistency type stuff. I don't actually know what that is, but I'm using that as a primer. I'm going to smooth it into my T-zone, and then I'm going to start to add my foundation. And the foundation that I used this day, if you see me talking off camera, I am not talking to myself, I'm talking to my daughter. I am using the Makeup Forever Water Blend Foundation. I went for a natural look this day. Very, very lightweight, but it does a job if you do not have problematic skin. I love any water type of foundation, so I do have the Makeup Forever Water Blend, and I do have the MAC Face and Body that I like to use together or, you know, trade off sometimes between the two, especially during the summer months when it's very, very hot. Makeup is just going to melt or it's going to get real cakey and nasty, so I like to use this foundation. I'm using a beauty blender here, and I'm just going to blend out that foundation nicely, just smooth and nice. And I think my beauty blender most likely was a little bit damp so that everything can blend nicely and seep into the skin. So that's what I'm doing. Using patting motions, making sure that I got my nose, T-zone, jawline closest to my hairline as possible. But if you see that I am a very ashy blonde, so I try not to get makeup on it because then it's very noticeable and it gets into my hairline and it's not a good look. So yes, make sure you get the crevices of your nose, around your lips, bring it down to your neck and your jawline, things of that nature. That's what I'm doing. Make sure you blend correctly. This foundation is very loose, it's very watery, hence the water blend name. But if you can see, it does a job. Like I don't even need a second layer. It just actually nicely blended out my skin and made it an even canvas. But I'm gonna go ahead and do a second layer for the sake of this video. So that's what I'm doing here while looking at my Dior mirror. You do not need to do that. It's not a medium to full cover foundation, so the more you add, the more it's not going to cover more than what it's already covering because it's very lightweight. I'm just adding more because apparently I want to this day. But again, do not look for this foundation to be full coverage because you're not going to get full coverage on from this foundation. You're not even going to get a medium coverage. You're going to get a nice basic coverage, I guess. Again, I'm using this Makeup Revolution Conceal and Correct concealer. I believe this was C8 at the time. I'm going to just put some dots on my under eye just to brighten up that area. And I'm going to use the same beauty blender. Blend it out. I don't really have really bad bags or dark circles. I just, you know, sometimes need it brightened because I do have a smaller child and I do not get the proper sleep that I need. So sometimes my eyes do look a little bit heavy, I guess. And I want them to look brighter. And this does the job. If you have not tried this, go ahead to your local Ulta or actually order this from makeuprevolution.com. It's a very, very good concealer and it's inexpensive. That's what I'm doing here. As you can see, that did justice. And I'm going to go ahead and use that Coty Airspun Loose Setting Powder to set that concealer in place and to give me a more brightening effect. I love this stuff. I think it's what, $6, $7 at Walgreens or Walmart, and it's a lot in the pan. I've been using this more than I've used my Laura Mercier setting powder, so that tells a lot. And this is really, really good for those oily people like myself. Again, I'm not talking back. Okay. So while I'm sitting here and letting it bake a little bit, I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of my face with the Makeup Forever Dual Matte Powder Foundation. I'm gonna go ahead and put that anywhere I did not put that Coty Airspun Loose setting powder. So again, it's gonna be the bottom of my cheeks, jawline area, and like my temples, and then I'm gonna start sweeping away that Coty Airspun powder and blending everything together. I don't normally leave my setting powder or my baking powders, whatever you want to call them, on for too long, because I don't want to get that cast underneath my eyes, or I really don't need it for that long. I've been loving this Kiko bronzer. I think it's 208. I have 208 and 209, and I just like to bronze up my face. So you're going to see me use this brush to actually carve out a little bit of my cheekbones, on my hairline, like my temples area. I think I used it on my nose and my chin. It's just going to put color back into my face for everything looking so flat and matte, and it's going to give me a little bit more color. So I love this stuff, and this is very inexpensive. I'm so sad to see the Kiko stores leave the US and go strictly to online. I think that is true. I don't think that is a rumor. The Kiko's near where I live is not close, so I didn't visit, but I've heard that they are leaving those locations, so I'm very sad. Next, I am using, I think this is Warm Soul from MAC, the mineralized blush. I'm pretty sure that that's what I'm using with the blush brush. Put this on the apples of the cheek. It's going to give me color, sheen, and glow. So that's what I'm doing here. I love MAC mineralized blushes. They're very, very pretty. Warm Soul is one of my favorites, as well as Dainty. Okay. Now I am going to use this Josie Maran Argan Oil Illuminating, but my camera cut off, so I am back. And I just knew that I was actually recording, but I'm just telling you this is the finished results. I went ahead and put that Argan Oil Illuminating liquid on to the top of my cheeks, the bridge of my nose, my lip, and a little bit of my temples. And then I think over top I did use a loose highlighting powder as well. I went ahead and put some of the Fenty Lip Stunna on to give me the red lip. And then I went ahead and put the 614 lashes that I get from Walmart onto my eyes. So this is a finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I do apologize that this was not recorded with audio, but that's why I'm here to tell you that this is what I'm explaining. So yeah, this is actually a vibe. This is a look. It's so pretty in the summer. You'll get a lot of compliments. I did. It complements my skin. It complements leopard print. I love a bold red lip, and I love a gold glitter eye. So definitely try this out. And if you do, please tag me. I would love to see what you guys come up with and how you create it, okay? You enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you for being a Rare Beauty. Bye, guys. So my camera did cut off, but off camera I did put my lashes on. I actually did my highlights, and I added my lip. So for highlight, I did Josie Maran Illuminating Argan Oil Liquid Highlighter, and then on top of that I did the Bobbi Brown 2018 Holiday Shimmer Brick, and then this is the Wet n Wild Red Lipstick. That's like $1.99. It's a deal. It's really, really nice. And then the 614 lashes are my fave, as you have already probably seen from all the videos that I have included with them. But this is the finished product, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye-bye.